Thanks for coming back and listening to another Stay Woke podcast. I believe this is episode 4. So today we have D. Ray Brinson, that's me, and we got my partner over here, producer slash jumping onto the mic today.
Man, I feel like a superstar now. You putting me on. You're putting me on right now, man.
So this is my boy, producer William West, getting it in
for the first time.
For the first time.
Yeah, just I like what you're doing, so I just wanted to chime in and just help you out too, man.
No, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it.
Because you look a little nervous than the other ones.
Hey, you know, I'm growing. It's a learning process, man. It's a learning process. One step at a time, baby steps, baby steps.
Let's do it, man.
All right, so today I'm gonna talk about the Boss album. He has an album called Too High to Riot. It's his introductory album. He's signed to Dreamville, which is the record label or that J. Cole is a part of. I believe this is a really good album. It's a good introductory album. It's well thought out, well produced. The content as well. I also think that J. Cole definitely had a hand in the making of this album. Just by the sound of it, it sounds very. You can tell he had an input on it, or if he didn't, Boss has a real similar style to J. Cole in the sounds that he picks. The album starts out with a production that I've heard before on a Mick Jenkins album called. The album's called The Waters, but the song that I heard the same production on was called Comfortable. So again, I like that production on Mick Jenkins' album, so of course I liked it on this one. It just only makes sense. It was a nice way to introduce the album because it gave a lot of content on what to expect in the album. It had some social issues on it. It had some introspection on it. It also had some just his style all in that first song, which again gave you a nice glimpse of what to expect in the album. I like the production overall in the album. I like the song Night Job with J. Cole. I thought that was a real good song.
Yeah, it's a nice track. I got that. Playing it. I'm playing it every day.
Yeah.
And I like the video too. He has a cool video. Man, I like what Boz is doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't checked out the video yet, though. I'm going to have to check that out.
Man. Do your research, man.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check out the video. But I like the song. I like the album. I think J. Cole, his verse was killer. You know what I'm saying? That it was a good verse. It's a smooth production.
I'm hoping J. Cole's doing most of the production.
It sounds like it. It sounds very
like
J. Cole-esque
production. Like
production.
of his own album.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I've actually stayed away from these albums because I haven't. I want to give them all more time to kind of to listen to these albums and see where J. Cole stands with his members of Dreamville. Is he playing the back? Is he letting them do their thing?
Yeah.
Is he producing? Is he the Diddy?
The micromanager?
Yeah, the micromanager. I want to see where. Yeah, that's my. I would say my take on it or my view, and that's what I want to kind of see. If what J. Cole is actually doing with his crew, so yeah, I mean,
yeah, I'm very interested as well to see how he interacts with his crew and how, like you said, how he allows them to grow, or if he's more stringent on his on their growth. So, but I mean, and he could possibly take the approach of both, depending on the artist. You know, some artists might you be able to give that freedom, and other artists, as we know with some of our friends, need a little more structure. And that friend knows who we're talking about.
That's the same thing that 50 Cent said about his crew. Even Lloyd Banks and Young Buck. That, yeah, they were a crew. Yeah, they were a collective, and they were doing their thing. And they're popping when I would, and he said it himself because he takes control in every interview. But he says that, yo, if I'm pushing my team, we all winning. But if I'm doing something else, it seems like they can't do it on their own at the end of the day.
And that's as I'm delving deeper and deeper into the website and trying to get everything going with that. I get what they're saying about that. I get.
Because my favorite of the crew is Lloyd Banks.
Me too. Oh, it was always, and it always has been.
I think that's everybody's pick. Like he's the bars of the crew.
Yeah.
But from 50, 50's he's the machine. 50's machine. He's the leader. He's the general of the crew, the G Unit crew. Just to kind of put into perspective of what we're talking about. And that just happens though.
Yeah.
Not everybody is self-motivated or self-driven, or not even. It might not even be that. It's just that they just can't do it on their own, or they get caught up in the life.
Yeah. That takes me to a quote that I just saw, or not a quote, but an interview I saw with Ronan Giant and Questlove. And one of the things that Questlove said in that was that, to me, which like solidified, like for me, all the work that I'm putting in for this website and for this podcast and everything, is that Pharrell, Jay Dilla, were the examples that he brought up. He was like, you need 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours of practice or of work or time until you become a musical genius.
Yeah.
That's how much he's like. You
gotta practice until it's second nature.
Exactly. He was like, Jay Dilla would wake up at 5-6 o'clock in the morning, start doing beats. He remembers sleeping at Jay Dilla's house. You waking up to beats. You go to sleep to beats, because that's what he was doing. He would make beats till like 12 o'clock, have lunch. After lunch, he would make more beats until 6 o'clock. And then even then, go back and do some more beats at the end of the night, because he was like, he approached it like a job.
Yeah.
And I don't think people really realize that in order to be great or to get to as close as you can to greatness, you have to put in that time. Steph Curry, another person, they were talking, he won the championship last year, and his dad was telling him, let's go vacation, let's do this, let's go do that. He was like, no, I need to practice, I need to shoot more, I need to get better. And he just won a championship. That shows you that, like, greatness never sleeps. Like, that's how you have to approach whatever you're trying to do.
Take that, LeBron. Take that.
Exactly, LeBron. UNC Curry on a banana boat with D-Wade and Cabo. He was in the gym shooting threes.
It's words all day over here, man. we taking some jabs right now.
We taking jabs. It's cool, though. But just that kind of mentality is what it takes to be great, and we'll see if Boss has that.
Yeah.
If he has that work ethic to continue to grow and be better.
I like him. And Kaz.
Yeah, I do too. I really like Kaz.
They stand alone as their own too. They're under J. Cole. They came in with J. Cole, but they stand alone in their own style.
Yeah.
Their flow. They're doing their own thing. They're gaining their own fans. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and to me, they're underrated.
And right now, it's Dreamville versus TDE.
Yeah, that's what's running the game.
Every move that's being made right now, you're looking at it like, okay, all right. So what's J. Cole doing? Okay, cool. All right. So what's Kendrick gonna do? Okay, cool.
Exactly.
And then back and forth.
Back and forth between them two is. They're making moves, and you can see it long term. You can see it. You can see that they're looking for the future. They're not just looking for what's popping now, what's hot now. They're looking to have sustainability.
Yeah.
And so again, we'll see if Boss can do that. If he can come up with another album that continues to grow and show. But this album was really good. Like I said, I need to do more listening to it and breaking it down more. But I do want to mention though the last track, Black Owned Businesses. I really like that track a lot. I really like just the concept behind it of not just only supporting Black-owned businesses, but just having that mentality of helping people, in essence. Like, help others, not just yourself. Like, just that mentality of that, because that is something that I live by, is if you do right by others, people will do right by you. It's not always going to work out that way, but from my experience, 90% of the time, things will work out. Mm-hmm. Just keep on putting in that hard work, putting in that time.
Very true.
And treating people right, and hoping that that they treat you right back. So again, check back in for the Boss Too High to Riot complete breakdown that will be on the sonicbreakdown.com. It will be coming up, I'll say, within the before the end of the month, because the next album to review that will be dropping next week will be Macklemore and Ryan Lewis's This Unruly Mess I Made. That the podcast for that is already up on the sonicbreakdown.com of the first impressions of that song, but the complete album review will be up next week. So check that out to get that in-depth review, because again, it takes some time to get these reviews out, but trust me, I'm putting my dedication into it to give you track by track and an overall breakdown of it.
Good music only.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
So again, thanks for listening. This is the sonicbreakdown.com, and this is the Stay Woke podcast. This is D. Ray Brinson, and producer over here,
William West. Thank you for putting me on, man.
I appreciate. Thanks for producing this.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. So again, the Sonic Breakdown motto: live, love, and above all, listen to some great music.
Yo, bitch.